Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we'll start with Jai Radha. So, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Bihari Vijana Vallabha Giridhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Bihari Vallabha Giridhari Yashodhan Ravancha Yashodhanandana Braja Janara Ravancha Jaya Radha Vallabha Giridhari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jana Vallabha Giridhari Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Jaya Radha Madhava All glories to assembled divinity. All glories to assembled divinity. With all glories to Shiva and Gaura Krishna Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. So today we will be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 12, verse number 48. 4, 12, 48. Four, 12, 48. प्रयत कीर्तयेत् प्रातः प्रयत कीर्तयेत् प्रातः समवाये द्विजन्मनाम् समवाये द्विजन्मनाम् सायं च पुण्यश्लोकस्य सायं च पुण्यश्लोकश्च ध्रुवस्य चरितं महत् ध्रुवस्य चरितं महत् प्रायते कीर्तयत् प्रातः समवाये द्विजन्मनाम् सायं च पुण्यश्लोकश्च ध्रुवस्य चरितं महत् प्रायत कीर्तयत् प्रातः समवाये द्विजन्मनाम् सायं च पुण्यश्लोकश्च ध्रुवस्य चरितं महत्. Word to word. Prayata, with great care. Kirtayat, one should chant. Prata, in the morning. Samavaye, in the association. Dvijanmana, of the twice born. Sayam, in the evening. Cha, also. Punyaslokasya, of sacred renown. renown, Dhruvasya of Dhruva, Charitam, character, Mahat, great. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The great sage Maitreya recommended one should chant of the character and activities of Dhruv Maharaj both in the morning and in the evening with great attention and care in a society of Brahmanas or other twice born persons. Once again, translation. The great sage Maitreya recommended one should chant of the character and activities of Dhruv Maharaj both in the morning and in the evening with great attention and care in a society of Brahmanas or other twice born persons. Purport. It is said that only in the association of devotees can one understand the importance of the character and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or his devotees. In this verse, it is specially recommended that Dhruv Maharaj's character be discussed in a society of the twice born, which refers to the qualified brahmanas, kshatriyas, and vaishyas. One should specially seek the society of brahmanas who are elevated to the position of Vaishnavas. Thus, discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes the character and pastimes of devotees and the Lord, is very quickly effective. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness has been organized for this purpose. In every center of this society, not only in the morning, evening, or noon, but practically 24 hours a day, there is continuous devotional service going on. Anyone who comes in the anyone who comes in contact with the society automatically becomes a devotee. We have actually experienced that many karmis and others come to the society and find a very pleasing and peaceful atmosphere in the temples of ISKCON. In this verse, the word Dvijanmana means of the twice born. Anyone can join the International Society for Krishna Consciousness and be initiated to become twice born. As recommended by Sanatan Goswami by the process of initiation and authorized training, any man can become twice born. The first birth is made possible by the parents, and the second birth is made possible by the spiritual father and Vedic knowledge. Unless one is twice born, one cannot understand the transcendental characteristic of the Lord and his devotees. Study of the Vedas is therefore forbidden for Shudras. Simply by academic qualification, a Shudra cannot understand the transcendental science. At the present moment, throughout the entire world, the education system is geared to produce Shudras. A big technologist is no more than a big Shudra. Kalau Shudra Sambhava. In the age of Kali, everyone is a Shudra because the whole population of the world consists of Shudras only. There is a decline of spiritual knowledge and people are unhappy. The Krishna conscious movement has been started specially to create qualified brahmanas to broadcast spiritual knowledge all over the world. For thus, people may become very happy. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेव Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Shri Vishaka He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Radha Kanta तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते नमामि वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं यत्कृपातमः वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दं हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा everybody. Thank you so much for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. So in today's verse we have seen we have read the about the glories of speaking about great devotees of Lord in the society of devotees. So if we sing with great attention and care, especially the Dhruv Maharaj pastime in the society of Brahmanas, then it is recommended that we will also get there is some material benedictions also, but actually we will get devotional will get love towards Krishna, because we'll see how Krishna, even though Dhruv Maharaj was unhappy, Dhruv Maharaj was lusty for kingdom. Dhruv Maharaj was angry on on her like whatever happened to Dhruv Maharaj. But still, Lord was very merciful to send Narad Muni's Dhruv Maharaj got the association of Narad Muni, and in the association of Narad Muni, Dhruv Maharaj got the instruction of how to attain supreme personality of Godhead. And by following the instructions of Narad Muni, Dhruv Maharaj could attain Lord Vishnu. It is always said, and I had heard many times, like in material world, I used to watch this Marvel movies. In that Marvel movies, they used to use this dialogue very frequently: with great power comes great responsibility. So actually in devotional service there is this statement: with the instruction you'll get empowerment to follow the instructions. So when Narad Muni instructed Dhruv Maharaj, Narad Muni also empowered Dhruv Maharaj to follow the instruction. And because of Narad Muni's empowerment, Dhruv Maharaj could very easily, I cannot say very easily, but for Druma, when we see Dhruv Maharaj's austerity, we might feel, oh, it's very tough. But when Dhruv Maharaj was performing that austerity, it was it became very easy for Dhruv Maharaj because of the instruction of Narad Muni and because of the determination of Dhruv Maharaj himself. So when we read, when we discuss about the characters and activities of the devotees like Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, among the devotees, we will always be reminded that yes, we are not in a hopeless situation. Even though we are very hopeless, we are not in the hopeless situation, because we are in the association of devotees, and we will one day able to purify ourselves and will get that pure devotional service towards Lord and will become happy. Yesterday we had a class in MSU and we did this exercise. We kept asking students, so if we are lusty, what will happen to us? They said we will be unhappy. If we are angry, what will happen to us? They said we will be unhappy. If we are greedy, what will happen to us? They said we will be unhappy. If we hear about movie stars and news, what will happen to us? They said we will be unhappy. So I was surprised. Then I asked them, are you really unhappy hearing about a movie star that, oh, this movie is coming, and are you very happy to go and watch the movie or no? They said yes. But then they realized that it is just external happiness, but we will be unhappy after the movie is ended because our problems are there. Whether we'll watch that movie or not, our problems will not go. And we all have these four problems for sure: birth, old age, disease, and death. So problems are always there, but that superficially will become happy. Then, then we ask this question: how do we become happy? Then they said by performing devotional service. So what we'll do in devotional service? Then they said we will associate with devotees, we'll read scriptures, and we'll chant. And in the association of devotees, we will discuss about Krishna and devotees, and then we will become happy. So that means even the students know that in the association, what we should do, we should not just speak of news and another mundane talk. They were very clear on that, and they said in the association of devotees, if we speak and discuss about the glories of Lord and glories of the devotees of the Lord, we will become very happy. So that is what Srila Prabhupada is also trying, and Maitreya Muni is trying to say. Maitreya Muni is recommending to all of us that in the association of devotees, it's better to glorify Lord and glorify the devotees of the Lord. And Lord Himself says that more than me, my devotees are glorious. So if we glorify the devotees of the Lord in the association of devotees, then we'll get so much mercy and we'll become very happy. So what is the best way to get mercy? The best way to get mercy are two ways. That is what my understanding. Anybody can correct if I'm wrong. First, by prayers, by hopeless helpless prayers. We are very hopeless and we don't have anything to do, anywhere to go, because we don't have any knowledge. We are in the ignorance. As Prabhupada is saying, the world is filled with shudras, and the world is trying to create shudras. The education system and the big technologists, even though externally for people, oh, he's a very great man, very big man, or great woman, but what is the use if ultimately it is leading us to take birth again, death again, old age, disease, and other threefold miseries, and then it will make us to feel that we are great person, and it will take a and that glories which are material glories, it will not allow us to hear the glories of devotees, and then because we are very proud. So what is the use of this society, material society, which is making us shudras? And it is always said that in the flock of pig, always a pig is glorified. So when everybody is becoming shudra, so and the people don't know whom to glorify, so they will glorify another people or another person who is also like a shudra. But that is why it is said, which twice born. So in the society of Brahmanas, the two who are Vaishnavas, what is discussed? Only the glories of devotees discussed. So that is why it is very important to seek the association of devotees, which is very rare in this material world, because everybody is Shudras. according to scriptures, Kalo Shudra Sambhava. So everybody, so but they can become Brahmanas, they can become Vaishnavas only in the association of devotees. How they become Brahmanas and how they become Vaishnavas? By hearing the glories of Lord and by performing devotional service and by glorifying the devotees. They'll get the qualities of those devotees, and then they'll able to come to the position of Brahmana. So first prayers. So one thing is prayers. By praying, or anything can happen with prayers. Prayers are very powerful. The prayers, like for example, we have seen how prayers, even in our life, that uh, previously an incident happened, like five students from Toledo where we are preaching. They were in the accident, and one girl was was in very bad condition. For sure, we would have thought that it would have been even if she recover, it will be very difficult for her. It, she might have some or the other physical handicap situation, but so many devotees across the world prayed for these five students, and we have seen that everybody recovered very nicely, and everybody now came back to normal life. So this is the power of prayers, and we have seen that how so many in Srimad Bhagavatam also there are so many pastimes where prayers helped the devotees to come out of the of situations which were not very good for them. For example, Gajendra prayed to Lord, and by the prayers of Gajendra, Lord came and saved Gajendra. Draupadi prayed when she was going through Vastra Haran pastime. So sorry, her like she was in such a bad situation. Nobody could help, but she prayed to Lord, and Krishna came and helped. And in so many places, prayers are very powerful. So prayers are very powerful. Whether we are hopeless or whether we are in good situation, we should always pray. Srila Prabhupada, we have seen Srila Prabhupada praying to Lord each and every moment. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, what are you praying? Srila Prabhupada said that I am praying to Lord to save me from Maya. So Srila Prabhupada is also praying. Srila Prabhupada is actually showing us with the example how a devotee should be. So Srila Prabhupada is taking humble position, but prayers are very important. And then second will get mercy by glorifying devotees. So if we glorify devotees, our ego will come down. Ego will fade away if we genuinely glorify devotees. That is important. Genuine glorification, not just superficial glorification. If you see someone, oh, you are great, wow, wow, you are doing so much, that is also okay to begin with, because from day one, nobody, because of our conditioning in the material world, we have a tendency to get our own glorification, to hear our own glorification, and we don't have that tendency to glorify others. So even if we are doing superficial glorification, that is also okay. But but we have to learn to glorify devotees genuinely. So by genuine glorification of devotees, Krishna will be very happy. So um, there is some pastime in Srimad Bhagavatam how Prachetas were very united. They were very united, and because of seeing their unity, Lord Shiva himself came, and Lord Vishnu also comes. So when people, what do you mean by being united? That they did not had they always, they were, each and everyone had high respect for others, and then they used to glorify each other. So that That is very important. Unity, and and with we should be united. There should be no quarrel. And in the association of this kind of devotees, where there is so much unity and there is no quarrel, if we glorify devotees, then we will get mercy. So that is why Maitreya Muni is also recommending that we have to glorify. Like Maitreya Muni is taking example of Dhruv Maharaj here, and Maitreya Muni is saying to to always remember Dhruv Maharaj pastime. But same goes with others, even Prahlad Maharaj pastimes, and even any pastimes. For example, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gadadhar Pandit used to always morning and evening were very eager to hear about Dhruv Maharaj pastime and Prahlad Maharaj pastime. So why it is like this? We can see from this verse that uh, we can see from this verse, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also showing with the example how by glorifying the devotees we become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became ecstatic. Why? Because he could see the mercy of the Lord flowing in their lives. So that is why if we glorify devotees, if we hear the pastimes of these great exalted devotees, a day will come that even we will get that kind of mercy, will become ecstatic by just thinking how Lord is very merciful. So this kind of so two ways will get the mercy, by glorification of devotees and by the prayers. And Srila Prabhupada has started this society. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is writing, anybody can become a devotee. Anybody can become a Brahmana. There is, even though the world is filled with Shudras, but still everybody have the opportunity to become Brahmana if they come in the association of devotees and start performing devotional service. Heart is filled with so many impurities, thick layers of impurities, which is very difficult to uh, to leave. These impurities, these pollutions of the heart is very difficult to get rid of. But just by performing devotional service under the guidance of devotees, in the association of devotees, it is possible to get rid of this kind of impurities of the heart. Maybe depends on it. Some for some it will take lot of time, for some it might be very quick, but it will go away for sure. How we can say that? By seeing the example of Dhruv Maharaj again. Dhruv Maharaj, as we all know, he had some another purpose, but once he attained the goal, he was thinking that why did I hanker for this material desires. After he, even though he told Lord himself that I don't want anything, but Lord wanted to was like, no, you ask for it, you should get it. So so Lord Vishnu did not wanted Dhruv Maharaj to just again uh, like just leave him for without giving his this benediction. Dhruv Maharaj have already realized that he should have asked for pure devotional service, and he could have asked to going back to Godhead. But everything Lord does have a purpose behind it. So Lord did not wanted Dhruv Maharaj to come back right away. Lord wanted Dhruv Maharaj to stay in this material world and rule for some time, and show by his example how to live life, even though we have all this opulence, how a devotee should be living his life in this kind of opulences. Otherwise, everybody we have heard that devotees of Krishna are all beggars because they don't know how to live with opulence. That's why they all become beggar and all. So that is what we have heard. But with the Dhruv Maharaj pastime, we can see that how even in the opulence, the devotees of the Lord can remain unaffected. The best example is Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada said that when I had nothing, Krishna tested me. And when I had everything, sorry, Krishna tested me by taking away everything, and Krishna tested me by giving me so many things. But in both the situation, I passed the test by the mercy of Krishna. So that is a statement of Prabhupada. So Krishna want to show the world that whether a devotee is a beggar or whether a devotee is in opulent situation, so they are not bewildered by any of this situation. So that is why discussion of the glories of Dhruv Maharaj is very important for sadhaka who is having some difficulty in their life, in their devotional service. They are thinking that we are hopeless, we don't have any hope, we are not going back to Godhead, and we have all the anarthas in our heart. What we can do? We don't have any hope. Then we have to read Dhruv Maharaj pastime. We have to see Prahlad Maharaj pastime. We have to read Avanti Brahmana's pastime, where he was he Dhruv Maharaj was Dhruv Maharaj wanted a kingdom greater than his great grandfather. Avanti Brahmana was already rich and miser. He was so miserly person that everybody hated him. There was no one who was who was well wisher of Avanti Brahmana, but still Krishna gave mercy to Avanti Brahmana by taking away everything, and Krishna gave mercy to Dhruv Maharaj by giving him everything. So this pastimes, when we discuss about the devotees, we get so much hope that even though we have so much impurities, even though we don't have any hope, like even Ajamil, who was so much affected by lusty desire and and affected by material enjoyment, still he got hope. So we we should this when we read Srimad Bhagavatam and discuss among devotees, our hopeless situation will be taken away, and our ignorance will be removed. That's why it is said Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Every day we should read Bhagavat. And in ISKCON, generally we see that every day we have Bhagavad discussion and among the devotees. So Srila Prabhupada has given us Srila Prabhupada actually took everything from Srimad Bhagavatam, and he have imbibed all these instructions from Srimad Bhagavatam, and we don't have to think anything. It has become the part of our life, and with or without our knowledge, we are following the instructions of Srimad Bhagavatam by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And whoever comes to our society will also get that mercy of Srila Prabhupada, will also get the mercy of Lord. So that is why association is very important. We should hanker for this kind of association. And if we are not able to get, if somehow or other we are in some place where we don't have any devotees, so we should pray. We should pray to Lord that please put me in the association of devotees, and Lord will surely help us. I had this kind of situation before in my life. When I was working in Warsaw, Indiana, there was no devotee at all, and I was staying three hours away. Actually, before working in Warsaw, I was in California, where I was working in St. Louis Obispo. It was 3 hours from San Francisco and 3 hours from LA, and that was COVID time. So we were not allowed to go anywhere, and we were just in a secluded place. And in this place where I was staying, there was no sign of any Indian also. What to speak of any devotee? I'm not saying that devotee is only Indian or American, but I'm saying that that place was without any devotees. But by the mercy of the Lord, within 1 month, I got an opportunity to come to Warsaw. Even in Warsaw, there was no devotees, and Warsaw was also same 3 hours from the temple. So wherever I went, I was staying 3 hours far from any place. But then, when I came to Warsaw, I got opportunity to travel and to travel to temple every week. And when I did, when I came, when I every week I used to come to temple and used to associate with devotees. And in the association of devotees, whatever I used to perform devotional service, whatever I heard, made me to hanker and pray more and more to Lord to please put me in the association of devotees. And you all know what happened. So after 2 years of my work, Krishna gave me so much mercy that now I am always in the association of devotees, always in the temple. And so that is the power of prayers. And actually, to be honest, when I was working, it felt like, oh, I'm getting so much money. Oh, wow, nice. And I am a single. I'm so much saving. And it felt like I'll become billionaire in 2 3 decades. It felt like that, but it was not. I was externally, maybe I was feeling happy also, but then when I after every Friday when I come in the association of devotees, my ignorance is taken away. That no, Prabhu, you are suffering there a lot. Here only there is so much happiness. Then I realize again when I go, again I'll covered by ignorance. Again when I come, my ignorance is removed. But by mercy of Krishna and by the mercy of devotees, by the prayers of devotees, I could able to get this situation in my life where I am always with devotees now. And and to be honest, there is there is not much anxiety in my life. Only I have to deal with my mind. But that is that by the mercy of again devotees. If something is going on, if we speak with devotees in the association of devotees, they will say some of the other pastime like Dhruv Maharaj pastime, Prahlad Maharaj pastime. They are very they are very merciful by saying, if I say I have problem, do you have more problems than Prahlad Maharaj? Do you know how Prahlad Maharaj went through? No, Prabhu, no. Then you are in bad situation. You are in the association of devotees. So you Prahlad Maharaj was in the association of demons, but you are in the association of devotees. So you are in much better situation than Prahlad Maharaj. So like that they will cut the ignorance. So that is what my experience is, and that is what I wanted to speak. Please forgive me if I have spoken anything wrong, and please correct me if there are any corrections. Thank you so much, everybody. Hare Krishna. Any corrections? No, they want to be like that. They are not. Yeah. These are not my statements. Sorry, I think you did not heard. I said people are saying like this. People said that Krishna's devotees are beggars and all. But actually, that's what people's statement. But they don't know how much that is true. Yeah, materially impoverished, but actually, spiritually, Krishna owns everything. And what is them for? Yeah, like how Sudama, he was totally impoverished. Krishna did not give him. He did not even ask. He don't want to ask also. He said, "I am very happy being like that." But Krishna mercifully gave to. No, materially impoverished is not just money. It's like name, fame, money, and so many things. If these things are there materially, we are so proud, then we cannot put Krishna in our heart. We'll only think about our glories. Oh, in our mind, what is going on? Krishna or our glories? Oh, our glories only. Where is Krishna? Nowhere. I cannot see Krishna. So that is why Krishna cannot come. But a devotee, even in that situation, always think of Krishna. Even though they have so many opulence, they are still impoverished because they don't have that impurities in the heart. So who have that impurities in the heart, Krishna cannot come to that. That is my understanding. What is your? Please add some comments. Uh, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Internally, they don't have anything. Krishna. Yeah, Krishna. Yeah. 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 Manu Maharaj. On Krishna. Yeah. 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 They should not. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So here Bhagavad Acharya Prabhuji was sharing that empowerment means it's not material sense. It's like they don't feel they own anything. They feel that everything is Krishna's property, and they are always dependent on Krishna. They are not dependent on their material wealth or material strength or material fame. They are always dependent on Krishna only. And then example of Amrish Maharaj, example of Dhruv Maharaj, example of Bali Maharaj, so all that examples are there. Manu Maharaj, they were so wealthy and they were very powerful, but they were only dependent on the mercy of Krishna. So that is what Bhagavad Acharya Prabhu and yeah, Prabhu Bhagavad Acharya Prabhu is sharing these thoughts. Anybody else have any thoughts to share? Anything they want to share? If nobody have anything, then we'll end here. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभिश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्य वैष्णवे नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।